Hey everyone, Eugene here. Hope you're all well. Did a little bit of sniffing today, some shopping, spent some time downtown. Picked up a couple of things. Not Guerlain, surprisingly, but I did get a chance to stop by the boutique. The reason I didn't pick up any Guerlains was they're having an upcoming VIP event. I can't really say too much about it, so I'm going to save those bottles for the event. If you're interested, send me a PM. I can share some details, or you can call the boutique directly. I'm sure they're going to share with you. They just haven't released any details as of yet, and they've asked me not to either, so I have to respect that. So, I mean, it does give me a chance to take kind of a break from Guerlain and pick up some other things that I've had my eye on for, the last few years. So I did pick up two things that I've wanted forever and ever and ever, and one of them is actually, it used to be like a Fragcom darling when I first got into fragrances. This was like one of the most hyped up, talked about, loved perfumes, especially when it came to discussion about rose perfumes. And being in Canada, it wasn't really available to us. It's Lumiere Noir from Kurkdjian, and it just took me forever and ever to actually be able to smell it for the first time after hearing about it for years and years. And just recently we got perfumes from Maison Kurkdjian here in Saks in Toronto after not having it forever. So I was able to pick that up along with a bunch of samples. I stopped off at the Saks here. One sample I was really interested in is, what is the fougere there? Masculine Plurial. Just because of all these fougères coming out, it seems like fougères are really making a comeback. MDCI came out with a fougere. Chanel came out with a fougere, and boy. So I just kind of, for some reason, really want to try out this Masculine Plurial. I have no idea what it smells like, but I got this little, I don't know, it's like a 2 or 3 ml sample they put in these little Creed vials. And I noticed online, MFK has taken quite a bit of abuse, even with their Grand Soir, their Baccarat Rouge 540, which I have no experience with whatsoever. I kind of tested them both out today, just on scent strips, and I can see how if somebody were to say not Baccarat, Grand Soir is a little bit boring. I don't know if I'd say boring, but for the first 20 seconds or so, I was giving it a sniff. I can't say it's anything that blew my socks away, but it'd be just ignorant to say that after not without giving it a proper testing. So I'd love to try it out. And even I got Petit Matin here. I've got Grand Soir, and this is Baccarat Rouge, which I'm really trying to, I'm dying to sample or to try it out properly. I see that one's taken a little bit of abuse. It's actually like people either love it or hate it, so I'm not really sure what to think of it, but I am dying to try it. I've got a bunch of samples here from Ex Nihilo, which after the sales associate told me the price of about $650 for an oud-based fragrance, just really turned me off. I smelled a couple of them on scent strips, and not to be ignorant or anything, they're just not for me. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from Ex Nihilo. If I try them, if I do decide to try them one day, my mind could change, but I'm not really sure. I've also got a sample of Amiris. Not much experience with any of these actually. So here's Lumiere Noir. This, after I did try Lumiere Noir for the first time after hearing about it for years and years, I wasn't really sure I liked it. It was kind of light and dainty, and I had trouble kind of picking up rose. But, and I kind of went back and forth on this, up and down, undecided. And I don't know what it was that changed my mind, but just one day driving home from work, I put this on before I got into the car, and it's just like, oh my God, I gotta have this. I don't know, just clicked. And I've wanted it ever since. So we got a little message here from the brand. Just a little bit of literature there. I really like this line, Francis Kurkdjian. I've got a couple of bottles from him. Really like these bottles. I think they're really classy and elegant. I hear the caps are made from stone or ceramic from his hometown, which is really a nice touch. Okay, let's give this a spray. So this is supposed to be like a patchouli-based rose that gets quite spicy and powdery. It's very light and subtle, so it's not, you know, it's not screaming, and it's very classy and elegant, and something I just picture wearing with a suit, maybe. Going out on a nice date or for dinner. So there's Lumiere Noir. Really like this. I'm glad to have it. I've also got Apalm and Absolute Pour Le Soir from this line, which I really, really enjoy. Next, I was able to pick up one Chanel from the exclusives in EDT concentration, which are, you know, the pickings are getting really slim these days. There's not much available, but Misia was still available here close to my home, along with Beige in EDT and Gardenia, which Gardenia really doesn't do anything for me, but, you know, Beige I'm kind of interested in. Misia I really wanted, and I got to try out a lot of the new EDP concentrations, and those have been getting shit on a lot, and by pretty much everybody that's tried them. And, you know, I can't say I totally 100% agree with the EDP concentrations being all that bad. I tried a couple of them. I got Sycamore on my hand here, and the opening, it smelled nothing like Sycamore. It was like totally off, but within seconds, you know, it started to change, and I started to realize this is the old Sycamore that I know. And right now, after a few hours, this is the exact same Sycamore that we know. It's dry, it's dark, it's woody, it's got that pickle vibe, you know, with that sweet caramel thing going on. Dry woods, vetiver. It smells a lot to me like Sycamore is supposed to, and the only thing that I could really pick out like discernible differences was the opening 10, 15, maybe 20 seconds. This did seem kind of more oily and concentrated than the EDT. I really like the smell of this. I just don't get very good performance from it. I had a bottle in the past. I sold it. I was interested in getting another bottle, and after testing it and testing it and testing it, I just decided against it. You know, for 3 hours longevity out of a, you know, a perfume that's supposed to be, you know, Chanel style or class, just doesn't cut it for me. So I decided against it. I've also tried Cuir de Russie. It smells a lot like the EDP. So one that kind of smelled totally off was Bois de Zille. It didn't remind me of anything like the original EDT. So that one was a little bit strange to me, as was 1932. But to say they're totally different without wearing them, without giving them a full, proper wearing, would just be kind of ignorant. So I won't really say much more about this. But the Misia, I've wanted this for the longest time, and I finally got the EDT in 200 mil. All my other Chanel exclusives are in 75 mil. This is my very first 200, and I'm kind of glad that I got the 200, since they're going to be gone, and, you know, they're just never going to come back. But I love these bottles. They're very classy and elegant. They got the magnetic top. Really cool. So Misia is supposed to be this theme, I guess, about, you know, ballet performers and the way they smell. They're powdery, the smell of their makeup, very heavy on violets, iris, powder, of course. There's a little bit of rose in here and some musks, maybe some berries, some fruits. Again, very subtle, kind of in the same class as Lumiere Noir. Both very powdery. I love this. It is quite feminine, so if you're not into feminine fragrances, I'd steer clear of Misia. Other than that, I did I was able to pick up some samples from those cheapskate Chanel. They're really stingy on their sampling program, but I kind of pushed them. I really wanted to try the EDPs, so I got, I've got Bois de Zille EDP. I've got Cuir de Russie EDP. We have Misia EDP, so I'll be able to compare the differences. We got Misia, Cuir de Russie, did I show that? Oh, we've got Sycamore, so kind of excited to try all these. I also got the sample of the new number 5 Low, so excited to try that. And that's about it, really. Just wanted to share my little mini haul here with you guys and let you know what I've been up to. Other than that, let me know if you guys have tried any of these. Let me know, have you tried Grand Soir Baccarat Rouge 540? I'm really interested. Let us know, what do you think about the new Chanel EDPs and their concentration? Are you disappointed? Do you approve? That's it. Thanks all for watching, and we'll see you again.